Alright, here's my Raspberry Pi. It's little. There's my hand. I have a regular person's hand. It's got old coax, HDMI, Ethernet, 2 USBs, SD card, and power. There's no power button. Oh, it's got also the audio port right there. But if you're not using the standard stuff, you just use the HDMI, then you just need the HDMI, obviously. So let's plug in the power and we'll watch it go. There. Lights on. That's what you see first. Booting up. Oh, there you go. Got Raspberry Pi, RaspBMC. It's Xbox Media Center on the Raspberry Pi. It's still in beta right now, so it kind of sucks. But it's cool. It works for playing HD stuff. I've got the keyboard hooked up to it because the tablet is elsewhere at the moment. But there it is. That's what it looks like. It's pretty high quality, but that's not the point. So let's go over to the videos, because that's really the only thing worth showing on the Raspberry Pi right now, on this at least. So it takes a little bit, it's a little bit laggy, but there it is. So we go to Files, and then we'll go to the server, Films, and then I've got a folder of, there we go. Go down to HD right there. Right there, and we will see there. Got Avatar, Batman Begins, The Dark Knight, In Time, Iron Man 2, and Iron Man in various file formats: MP4s, MKVs, M4Vs, and AVIs. The Dark Knight is the biggest, so I imagine that because they're all 1080p, that has the best quality. Or it's just the longest, who really knows. Iron Man 2 looks really good compared to the standard definition, and The Dark Knight is really cool just because, I don't know, it's a cool movie, and the frame rate is nice, and it's all 1080p, so it's nice. So let's give it a go. So hit enter there. I guess we'll just start from where I left off. There. So there it is. It's pulling up. And it takes a little bit because it is streaming it over the network, so it's got to download a little bit for the cache. But I mean, it's the Raspberry Pi, it's tiny. There we go. You can probably tell that it's nicer than regular, but I mean, looking at it in person, it's amazing. 1080p streaming over from a server that's running Windows XP downstairs. It's my little file server, and I'll make another video about that too. But yeah, it's really good quality. Our TV was a present from my father-in-law. Samantha's dad gave it to her for her birthday. So it's a Sony Bravia. Which one I don't remember right now, but it's a lovely 40-inch HD TV, full 1080p. It's very nice. Christian Bale, and I'm not remembering his name right now. I'm sorry. But yeah, so that's a little demonstration of the Raspberry Pi. Everything else it does, a little bit buggy, but videos are the best to really show. But it's just really cool that the Raspberry Pi, there's a little raspberry, so it is the Raspberry Pi, right? You can probably there, Raspberry Pi. It's all running off that, off an 8 gig SD card. It's really cool. If you try to skip forward, it waits a second, and it's kind of like that for a little while. But when it changes once it changes the camera angle, it fixes itself. But it's really cool. I didn't get the Raspberry Pi to program on it. That wasn't my intention ever, because I'm not a programmer. I'm just like, I like to tinker with things, and I thought that for a cheap price of $44 and something cents shipped to my door. It was really cool. I'm a little disappointed that it does, and I should have known this, but it does act like a computer, like a regular desktop or computer machine that you'd expect. I mean, you know, anybody that tinkers with that stuff, you've had issues with booting. Sometimes it doesn't want to read off the SD card. Sometimes it freezes in the boot. But for the price and for what it is, it's really cool. A little toy to play with. I'm not a programmer, or like I said, but this is what I intended to do with it. A media center device that was affordable but high quality. So yeah, that's it. I don't know if you can see me, but that was the point for me the whole time, is just to do it with that. Anyways, that's it. Permission to treat the witnesses hostile. Hostile? I see you hostile.